So what did we do today?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Hey guys, good morning and welcome to a new vlog. Today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday already? How? How did the time pass by so quickly? So I actually haven't vlogged in quite a few days because I still had videos that I needed to edit. But this week it's gonna finally be time for a new vlog. So I have a lot of errands to run this week because next week I'm gonna be on call, and I mean like really be on call. I have a standby / reserve line next week, so I'm excited about it. At the same time, I'm a little nervous because I keep checking the entry requirements into Germany and then back into Austria, and they keep changing. Like going back to Austria, I don't have any troubles. I technically am a commuter, but since I am a flight attendant for those trips, since I am responsible for making sure that transportation is still possible, transportation of people in that case, but because of that, I am exempt from most entry requirements. So I was on the phone for hours yesterday talking to all of those governmental institutions in order to get a response on whether I would be exempt, since I'm actually going into Germany and then working from there. But finally they were able to tell me something, so yeah. That took quite a bit of effort. And then today I have a lot of errands to run. I need to go shopping, like grocery shopping. We don't need a lot, just like fresh produce. I think we're good with vegetables, maybe some potatoes, something like that. But we need fruit. We're pretty much out of fruit, like bananas, apples, all that kind of stuff. I want some ginger for like some fresh homemade ginger tea. And apart from that, I need to go look for a Valentine's Day present for Mario. So in case you didn't know, we were in lockdown until Sunday. So we just got out of lockdown, or we just got out of strict lockdown or hard lockdown or whatever you want to call it. And we've only been out of lockdown for a couple of days. So I didn't want to go shopping on like the first day out of the lockdown, the first day that stores were finally allowed to reopen. So until Sunday, everything apart from like supermarkets, banks, and drugstores, everything apart from that basically was closed. Right now our hair salons just reopened and nail salons reopened, but you can only go if you show them a negative COVID-19 test result that is not older than 48 hours. You have to wear N95 masks if you want to enter a regular store, so you can't just walk in there with like a cloth face mask or one of those surgical masks. So you have to wear the ones that protect others as well as yourself. And yeah, so we got a bunch of those. So we bulk bought some of them because like basically you need one every single time you walk up to a store. And yeah, apart from that, everything's pretty much the same. I've talked for way too long right now. I actually need to head outside. I want to go to the store in the morning because like at lunchtime it's super busy and I don't want to walk into any crowds, and I think they have limitations on how many people can be inside of a store anyways. So yeah, and for Valentine's Day, like I'm not too big on Valentine's Day, so I'm not one of those girls who's like, oh my gosh, need you get that, we need to go order that for Valentine's Day, all of that. And it's just, I'm just looking for a small present. I think I know what I want to get. I'm not sure yet if they have it there at the store I want to walk to, but we'll see. And just something to tell Mario how much I love him, basically. And I'm more about the part of spending the day together and just, well, usually I would go out for dinner or lunch or whatever, but because restaurants are still closed here, I think we're just gonna order something. So we're just gonna, I don't think we're gonna get regular takeout and just pick it up. I think we're gonna use one of those. It's not called Uber Eats here, but there are different services that are kind of like the same. So I think we're just gonna order something there. And yeah, maybe sushi. I haven't had sushi in probably like a month or longer, so maybe some sushi. And that's basically it for Sunday. So Valentine's Day is on Sunday, and then tomorrow it's Mario's brother's birthday. We're probably gonna head on over there because 2 households can meet right now, but more is not allowed. So it's not gonna be like a huge party or anything, because that wouldn't be legal. But we still wanna wish him a happy birthday and stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that, I guess, tomorrow. So we already decided what we're gonna get him, so yeah. I hope he likes his present. But other than that, let's actually start into this week. I'm back from the store and I managed to find almost everything I wanted. They didn't have ginger. Well, they did have ginger, but it looked like it. Well, I didn't want to buy it. It was just, it would have probably been bad by tomorrow. So what did I buy? I bought this for Mario. So these are Mozart balls, and yeah, they're one of his favorites. They also have like these, they're kind of like Mozart coins or something like that. Basically it's chocolate filled with marzipan, and what else is in there? There's like nougat in there. Let me think what else. I think that's pretty much it. And he really likes those, and we just finished the ones he had at home. And then I bought this here. So we have enough cups, but we don't have a lot of big cups, and this one's huge. So it says, wie schön, dass es dich gibt, which means it's great that you're there for me, basically. There's no literal translation. Thank you for being there, basically. That's what I would say. And I hope he likes this. And then I'm also planning on making a cake. So it's probably going to be like a chocolate cake with candy melt glaze or something like that. I'm not sure yet. Or like a punch glaze. I don't know if that's a thing in the US. We have this thing here that's called punch glaze here. It's kind of like, it's pink and it's really good. It's really sweet, and then it has like a hinge of this like punch taste. I kind of want to say that it tastes a little bit like rum. I don't know. I loved it as a kid. There's not a lot of alcohol in it. It's just the taste that it has. Which is funny because I like the glaze, but I don't really like rum. So my experience at the store today, not a good one. So I went to the supermarket, and then I also went to another store in order to buy this. So the store I went to buy this was just like, technically it's a drugstore, but they sell a lot of other stuff as well. Kind of like if you go to like Walgreens or something like that. Let's just put it like this. People can be so rude. Okay, my neighbors are using a drill and I'm not amused. Anyways, so what happened was, even in regular times, I don't like standing very close to someone when they're trying to pay for their stuff at the supermarket or another store, whatever. And if someone's standing a foot away behind me, well, I'm probably gonna say something even if it's not in the middle of a situation like we're in right now. So what happened was, technically, legally, people have to stay 6 feet away from another person that doesn't live with them. And they actually can get a fine if they don't do so. And I mean, we were all wearing masks and stuff, but still, I feel like, you know, out of respect. I'm sorry, you guys. Really? Do I really have to do that right now? So out of respect for everyone else shopping, just like keep your distance, you know, that's part of social distancing. So what did they do? Well, they were standing about maybe a foot or two away from me, and at first I was like, sorry, can you please just keep your distance? No one like even noticed what I said, so I got a little louder. I was like, can you please keep your distance? And then one of the people standing close by, it was like 3 people, and I'm pretty sure they didn't belong to one household. So one of the ladies was like, nobody cares about you. Like the cashier just stood there, didn't say anything, even though they were breaking the law by standing that close. I was just really annoyed. I know it's not easy for employees of stores right now, no matter if it's a supermarket or a drugstore or whatever. But honestly, I would just say something and tell people in a nice way, please just keep your distance. That's why I don't enjoy shopping much these days, to be honest. That's why I always like bulk buy stuff, so that I don't have to run to a store that often. How are you guys with that? Like, have you had similar experiences at stores? I'm about to cook some lunch, so I think I'm gonna meal prep so that we have dinner for today and maybe lunch for tomorrow as well. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna make a curry. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I still have some coconut milk at home. I have potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, peas, what else? I have bell peppers. And I think I'm just gonna add some red lentils. I'm gonna add, well, the coconut milk, some spices like garam masala and stuff like that. And what else? I think I'm just gonna add some rice to it and call it a meal. I think that's gonna be good. Let's try it. So many fresh vegetables. Now let's add in some coconut milk and some canned tomatoes. It's all finished. It smells really, really good. It's really creamy as well. Put some rice here. Here's the finished curry. I've been doing yoga classes pretty consistently for like more than a month now. So I'm actually just getting ready to start another yoga session today. So let's get started. So what did we do today?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yes. We just got tested for COVID because there are a lot of new laws where you actually have to show a test if you want to go like to the hair salon or whatever. So
Still hurts a lot.
Mine's alright. I didn't feel it for that long, but it was not the most comfortable thing today. Yours was worse than last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it feels like my nose is bleeding.
But it's not. It was bleeding.
It is not. Everything's fine. I'm just
exaggerating.
Yes.
So we're actually gonna go over to Mario's brother's apartment really soon because it's his birthday today, and we wanted to wish him a happy birthday, and therefore we decided to get tested just to be sure that we don't have anything.
True.
Since you went to work and stuff, so
yeah.
So we're clear of COVID. At least that's what our test said.
Yay!
Are you excited?
Oh yes, it's his 30th birthday.
Yes, it is. So we better get ready now so that we can head over there and yeah.
Party.
No, it's not really gonna be a party. Just like a little get together because it's finally allowed that two households meet again, which is awesome. Hey guys, today is Friday. So I'm in the middle of baking, as you guys can see, judging from my attire. So I'm trying to make a cake for Valentine's Day. Of course, it's not a real recipe once again. I looked at the recipes online and I tweaked like most of everything I found on there. I can't make a recipe according to the recipe. It doesn't work like that. So that's just me. I'm weird that way. So right now I'm actually making the sponge cake. So my first layer of sponge cake is done. It was just like a vanilla sponge, and now it's gonna be a chocolate sponge, and I think I'm gonna put some chocolate ganache inside. I'm gonna put some apricot jam in there, or maybe I'll make some berry jam myself real quick and put that in there. I'm not completely sure right now. And then I'm gonna glaze everything with like this pink glaze because it's Valentine's Day. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work today. It's gonna be a tiny cake. It's not gonna be huge. It's probably gonna be like maybe a 6-inch cake, something like that, like the diameter of it. And it's only gonna have 2 layers. So I know like in the US and stuff, cakes with tons of layers are common and they're usually quite high when you look at them. And over here it's usually like 2 or 3 layer cakes. It's different, it's way different over here, I guess. So my vanilla sponge is right here. And the chocolate sponge is in the oven. This one turned out beautifully. Just by looking at it, I'm excited about making this cake. My cake is filled and set together. So I put ganache and jam in there. I also put a little bit of cherry liquor in there because it goes well with the flavor, I think. And I feel like it looks really cool. Those two parts fit together so well, the 2 layers. Now I just need to glaze and decorate my cake. So honestly, I have never worked with this kind of glaze. Usually I just make my own glaze. But since I only need a very, very tiny amount of stuff, I figured I would just buy some glaze, and I didn't have that much time this week either. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna buy some glaze and see if I can work with that. I'm not sure, it might be really sticky because I feel like it's not like ganache or anything like that. It's not like buttercream either, and it's not like mirror glaze. I have worked with mirror glaze before. I've made my own. Honestly, it's a pain in the bee, but it worked well. Like in the end, it looked really like amazing. But at the same time, like the glazing process itself, it's not that hard, but then to get clean edges, I mean, you can always put some, I don't know, some decorations, whatever, some whipped cream or something like that at like the base of the cake. but I kind of wanted to serve it without that a while ago, and it was hard, but it worked. So let's see how I do with this glaze. I actually piped chocolate for the first time in my whole life. So I have never piped chocolate, and I didn't have any of those bottles at home, so I just used one of those piping bags that I use for, let's say, buttercream or something like that. So it's not perfect, it's not, but I feel like it looks cute. I popped this into the freezer, so this is what I piped. I feel like for it being my first time piping chocolate, it doesn't look too bad, does it? My cake is glazed and all done. I just need to decorate it right before serving it on Sunday. I think we're just gonna have this for breakfast on Sunday. So the glaze did not work exactly the way I wanted it to, so it cooled down way too quickly. I feel like, I don't know, you can't put it on top of like hot cake because you can't really put a cake together when it's still hot because the ganache would have just run out. But yeah, I had to reheat it while I was glazing the cake, and that was not the best idea. So the glaze is not completely even, and then I didn't have anything to set my cake up on. I have like a cake stand and stuff, but it's all packed away. So I had to improvise, and because of that, I feel like the cake was leaning towards one side. Like I said, it's not a perfect glazing job. I've done way better in the past with like homemade glaze, but for what it's worth, it still looks alright, and this is not the easiest glaze to work with anyways. And since I didn't use buttercream and I didn't use ganache or anything on the outside of the cake, it's not like it was completely even to start with. So there was no way it could have become completely even anyways. So yeah, I still need to decorate it, and once that's done on Sunday, it's gonna look way better, I think. So here is my cake. Like I said, it's not completely even. I feel like it looks way worse in camera than it is in real life. Hey guys, it's Valentine's Day today, so I just finished our breakfast table. I hope Mario likes everything. So this is what the finished table looks like. So here is this. I can't talk too loud because he's in the other room. Some leftover chocolate, and then I decorated the cake like this. What are we doing right now?
Going for a walk on Valentine's Day.
Yes, it's gonna be a Valentine's Day walk.
It's beautiful out there, but really cold.
Yeah, it's like, I think in the high 20s, so it's like -1 or -2 degrees centigrade.
In the sun, maybe.
Yes, in the sun. What was it yesterday? I think it was like -13 at night.
Yeah.
Which is like 8 degrees Fahrenheit, basically.
It was really cold.
Really, really cold. We're kind of matching. Like, you have a gray hat.
True.
I have a gray hat. I have this. It's fake fur, and his is fake
Yes,
fur
of course.
too. It's not real, but still.
Of course, fake.
Yeah.
Never wear real fur.
No, we don't.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. So we're just in the middle of our walk. We're actually on the way back. The craziest thing just happened. So we just met a girl I know from school, like from elementary school and high school. She wasn't in my class, but in one of the other classes. We just found out that she lives in a building next to ours, and we're like, that's crazy, and we didn't even know. She just lived there for almost 2 months, and we didn't know. We had no idea. It's such a small world. We just waited for the food we ordered for over 2 hours, and apparently the system of the service we used broke down. They couldn't help us at all. I finally ended up calling the restaurant, actually getting through to them, because Mario had tried before and he couldn't get through. We finally got our sushi, but we were so hungry already, so we were excited to eat it. It's looking so good. Are you excited?
Oh yeah.
We're so hungry. Yummy. Hey guys, good morning. Today's Monday. We had a wonderful Valentine's Day yesterday. And it was just, I'm still so amazed that next door there's actually someone living who I know back from school. I was like, that was just so weird. I was literally, when we talked, we were like, oh yeah, we live there, and she was like, oh yeah, I live there. And then it was the weirdest thing that happened. I told my mom, because she knows that girl too, because she's actually from my hometown, and my mom was like, wait, what? The world is so small, you guys. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna end this vlog here because I have a packing day coming up tomorrow, because I am actually on standby on Wednesday, and I was really surprised. So usually when I am on standby, I can't see anything that's in the system already. I mean, for Wednesday, there's nothing in the system yet, so it doesn't show a trip. But then I'm on reserve after my standby shift, and I already see a trip in there. And the funny thing is, technically I would be on standby on Wednesday, then I'd be off on Thursday, and then I'd be on call on Friday, I think, and I'd be on reserve starting Saturday. So what I see in there is a trip on Thursday. So what I'm wondering is, that would be weird. Like, they could call me on standby and tell me that I have a trip coming up the next day, but I wonder if they might actually give me my standby day off and just give me that trip. Like, that would be awesome, because that way I wouldn't have to drive to Munich twice. I already thought about it, like I could stay the night in Munich, but then I feel like most hotels are probably closed right now, because hotels and restaurants and stuff are still closed here in Austria as well as Germany due to the current situation. And like, we are in a lockdown light right now. We just got out of our like strict lockdown last week, but Germany is still in strict lockdown as far as I know, so stores and stuff is closed, while stores just reopened here with a lot of restrictions, I'd say, but they were open again. Yeah, but it seems like I'm gonna be going on a trip. It seems like I might be going to a country I haven't been to in a while, so we'll see. I'm really excited. I really hope that I get this trip. And I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of standby, so if they actually give me the day off, that would be awesome. I already have my COVID test scheduled for tomorrow, so I need to go get that taken care of, because there are travel restrictions when you're commuting. It's also, I think when I'm coming back to Austria, I need to show them a test result. But I mean, I called several agencies and stuff, and technically they told me I don't need to show them a test result, but it seems like everyone's really confused right now, so I'd rather have one in case I need it than not have one, and then they're like, oh, but as far as we know, you need one. And it's not the easiest thing right now, and laws and regulations, they keep changing. Also, entry requirements and policies for several countries, they keep changing. I don't know if you've heard about Tyrol in Austria, which is an area, it's not that far away from here, but sorta. And there have been some mutations found there, and therefore I think they're not allowed to go into Germany anymore apart from essential workers. So it's all, yeah. I'm just glad when all of this is over, when I don't have to worry about whether I'll be able to go to work or not. So far, it's always worked out for me, and with getting tested before and after trips, that's the safest thing to do in my opinion. And also, I have never been stopped at the border. I only drive in uniform across the border right now. Before, I would always go in my private clothing and then change at our flight operation center. And for standby, I wouldn't change at all. I'd only change if I would get called. But right now, I always wear my uniform for that kind of stuff, because you never know. And this way they know that I'm an essential worker, because flight attendants, generally crews are essential workers because we keep transportation up, which is actually important, not only for travel, but also I know some coworkers who have worked freighter flights, which means they transported masks and stuff like that from, let's say, China to Germany, something like that. I've heard of those flights. So yeah, anyways, I feel like I've talked enough since I need to edit this, and yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week. I really hope that I'll be back with a travel video very soon. That would be amazing. And I'm not sure about this destination. I'm pretty sure that I won't have to stay in my room the whole time, but I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that flight in the first place. But I was really excited. I didn't think they'd put something in the system, and I just checked for something else because my annual car appointment comes up. We have this thing where we have to get our cars checked every year, otherwise cars are not allowed to be driven on the road. So I was checking my schedule for that since I don't have my roster for next month, and I was like, okay, I need to do that next month. When I'm gonna do that, when is the possibly best time to schedule an appointment? So I was like wondering, when could I do this? And then I click on it, I was like, wait, this shows a trip. And yeah, so I'm excited. You guys, I hope you have a lovely week. Stay safe, stay healthy. If you like this video and you're not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure that you click on the red button down below. And I hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.